Before we start, a quick word. At the time of filming this, the new rules came out for Age of Fantasy Skirmish, so I'm using the outdated version for this battle report. If you want the updated version, you can find this on their website or on the One Page Rules app. Alright, so for the Ghostly Undead, we have an Ancient Banshee, a Ghost Knight, Ghost Hordes, times 3 for 360 points total. As for the Eternal Wardens, we have an Eternal Lord, 3 Liberators, a Castigator and a Retributor. That's a total combined of 360 points with upgrades. Now if you want to skip the lore story, you can go directly to the battle and the objectives at the 725 mark. I do hope you stick around for the story though, but I understand it is not for everyone, so I would say enjoy the video everyone. Nearly 2 centuries ago in the city of Redwater, the name given due to the crocodile population inhabited in the canals, ruled a man, a Baron, Adhart Moraine. His wife had died, leaving him only a daughter and a son. The Baron was not a pleasant man and ruled by iron law, a rule he also inflicted on his 2 children. As they came of age, the son, Morgal, became more and more like his father, and his daughter, the Lady Erlind Moraine. She was a beautiful woman with loads of men wishing to marry her. The Baron held a big feast, to which the Prince of Nantivia was invited, who had set his sights on the Lady Erlind. To much delight of the Baron, this holy union would quadruple his land and wealth. He did not know, however, that the lady had met a man, a farmer's son and a hunter from a little village not too far from their city. The small farmer's village known as Tetra's Mill was a joyous place. The two had met under weird circumstances, as a wheel of their carriage had broken near their village. The farmer's son, Darren, had helped them out by fixing the wheel and forming an instant connection with the Baron's daughter. The two met in secret on many occasions, but when her father found out, through betrayal of her own brother, he had his guards invade Tetra's Mill and drag the boy away in chains. He did fight, however, and managed to kill several guards, as he was well skilled with a sword. But there were simply too many of them, and he was beaten nearly to death and locked in the dungeons in the keep overlooking the city of Redwater. Darren was starved, beaten, tortured, and all the while the one who gave the orders to do this was Morgal, her very own brother. This was instigated by the prince, who had learned of this through the Baron, and he gave the order as he was a very jealous man. The Lady Erlind only discovered this as the boy was dragged to the town square to await his execution. What the Baron, however, did not know was that the lady was a student of magic and was quite adept at it, a gift inherited by her mother. One day she came across an ancient book of necromancy owned by her mother. The book over time slowly consumed her will, and only the thought of Darren kept the evil presence at bay. When the time for the public execution arrived, it was custom for the royal families to attend it. She sat next to her father and her brother as the boy, along with several other bandits that were caught, were placed on the gallows. She did not recognize him at first. Only a pale and bruised skin. Horror befell her, and she pleaded with her father, promising to marry the prince if only he would release him, to which he coldly replied, "He will be released in a minute," and he motioned for the executioner to pull the lever, and he did. His neck snapped and the boy was dead. The lady let out an unholy wail more powerful than that of a banshee, as those standing near her had blood running down their eyes and ears. Their heads popped like a grape as blood ran like a tidal wave down the steps. The wail carried so far across town that people fell to the ground bleeding from every orifice. An unnatural green fog appeared, twisting and contorting her once gentle features as she turned into a monster. Morgal moved to strike his sister down, but was caught mid-air by an unseen force and was slowly being torn apart limb from limb as the blood showered her gown. Her father was obviously panicking as he tried to escape, but was then halted by the same force that tore apart his son. The mist had him trapped, and he was slowly choking, and at the point of death, The mist gave him a few seconds to catch his breath before choking him again, repeating the process. People of the city also tried to flee the fog, but its tentacles grasped them and tossed them around like ragdolls. Many of them ended up in the canal, serving as food for the hungry crocodiles. The Baron was the only one alive at this point as she floated towards him. She grasped the man by his throat, and with her claw-like hands she tore off his face, and then killed him by ripping out his heart. After everyone was killed, their souls appeared to be sucked into her body. She no longer was the caring, beautiful Lady Ireland she once was, but she has become something else. She cried a mourning wail at the boy's body, but to her surprise, no soul apparently was left inside of him. Another wail placed a barrier across the city of Redwater, locking it in a cocoon filled with tormented ghosts. Her own brother became an apparition, constantly in agony, with it only a hint of relief as he is summoned to fight. When he is banished, the agony begins anew, suffering the same pain Darren did, but only worse and for all eternity. Years later, many adventurers tried to venture inside of the city, as great treasure is located here, but none were ever seen again. The years passed by, and at the current time the story of Lady Ireland has become a legend, and often kids and young adults challenge each other to enter the still abandoned city. The place still reeks of death, even after all this time, and during the day it is a very eerie place. But at night, no one has ever dared to enter it. Until now, that is. A whispering call lured a bunch of teens into the city gates. One girl managed to escape and warned the neighboring town from where they hailed. They disappeared, and the story was picked up by a group of Eternal Wardens who arrived at the city. They were pleaded by the parents to find their missing kids. The Eternal Wardens agreed. For the objectives, the Eternal Warden's main objective is to kill the Banshee to lift the curse, and the secondary objective is to rescue the lost teenagers for 1 victory point each. As for the Ghostly Undead, they have to kill the Eternal Lord and the Retributor. Secondary, they must collect the souls of the lost teenagers for 1 victory point per soul. This entire place reeks of corruption. Not much has changed over the passing century. Do you know of this place, brother? The memory is of my mortal life, dreams of a former life. Nightmares. The Comet God has long ago forsaken this place. Then it is up to us to remove that taint. And as always, you can find the army list in the description down below. Enjoy the battle report, everybody! Alright, so 6 rounds to kick off this battle. Rolling off to see who takes the initiative. And we're gonna begin with deploying our Eternal Wardens right here with the Eternal Lord, the Retributor, the 3 Liberators, and the Castigator. Now, I do know that the names are the same as Age of Sigmar, but in the previous OPR army list, that were actually the names. So here we have one of the objectives, and the second one. The third objective, here's the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. And let's have a look at our battle board, shall we? And here is the deployment of the Ghost Horde. This will be my Ghost Knight, who is deployed up here. And 2 more units of Ghost Hordes, here and here. And here we have the lady herself, and she will be being deployed at the 3rd round. So let's have a look at the board. Something I built quite some time ago, actually as an alternative to a Warcry board actually. But it would match the setting perfectly for this battle that we are going to be playing. A notice board. A statue. Destroyed houses with the entrance to a cellar. And here's the crocodile that inhabits the canals. So yeah, it's an awesome board. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? We're gonna begin with rushing our Eternal Lord forward. And that also ends his activation. And here comes the Ghost Knight, floating down, ending his activation as well.
You desecrate our place with your presence. You will never leave here. Be silent, Wraith. May the Comet God grant you rest.
Alright, so our Castigator is gonna move forward. She takes aim with her bow, gonna shoot. Shooting at the Ghost Knight. Die, Wraith! Ooh, but she misses. No, that's not a hit at all. That ends her activation. Here are some ghost hordes. We're gonna float straight through the ruins of the buildings all the way to the first objective.
We found you.
And here comes our paladin, our retributor, rushing to stand next to his lord. These ghosts are gonna float to the second objective, trying to claim that. This liberator is gonna go another way than his brothers and sister, and he's gonna try to rescue one of the teens that is stuck up there at the building, the ruined bridge building. Now these ghosts are gonna hover all the way up here. And that ends their activation as well. These liberators also gonna rush forward. The other one as well. As the ghosts have all activated now. And the Ghostly Undead claim a soul, gaining 1 victory point. And they claim another soul for another victory point. That's 2-0 for the moment for the Ghostly Undead. And with that, we're moving on to the next turn. Rolling off to see who takes the initiative. And this time it is the Ghostly Undead who take the initiative, beginning with our Ghost Knight.
Haha, I recognize you, boy. This time your death will be agony. Yet I don't recall you, spirit, but you will know the wrath of the Comet God through my steel. Your son will remember.
Alright, so they are locked in a battle with the Ghost Knight attacking the Eternal Lord. 3 attacks, but only 1 hits. An armor piercing of 2, so which means the Eternal Lord has to roll a 5 to defend it. Can he do it? Oh no, he really does not. He takes a wound. Ugh, he gets knocked back an inch. Now he's gonna return the favor. His blade at the ready, striking at the Ghost Knight. 2 hits. Can the Ghost Knight defend against this? He defends 1, but he does take 1 wound. But he has Ethereal, so he can try to regenerate. Can he regenerate the wound? Let's see. No, he does not. He also takes a wound. These two are equally matched, locked in a death stare, fighting. And this ghost horde is now floating downwards, trying to attack this liberator in the back, but he quickly turns to face them. But their attacks are coming nonetheless, but they miss. They miss the they miss the liberator, and they are knocked back an inch. Alright, so we have another liberator who's gonna activate now, and he's going to rush towards the objective, the teenager here, before the ghost can get at him, protecting him. Stand behind me. And here comes the ghost, who don't give a damn if he is protecting him. They are gonna attack him, trying to claim the soul of both him and the teenager. Can they do it? 3 attacks? No, they miss. And they are knocked back an inch. And they also push him over. But he's gonna attack. Oh no, he's not. He His strike back is a failure completely. Alright, so Cassandra now, aiming her big bow at the Ghost Knight, but she misses again. Ooh, poor Cassandra. Alright, so these ghosts have spotted another soul wandering, who the boy probably wandered out of the basement and they spotted him, so they try to go and claim him, claim his soul. Thorleon now, our retributor, coming to the assistance of his lord. You are a blight upon this soil, time to leave it.
Your powers are weak in comparison with my lady. Your soul shall be ours.
Completely disregarding the threat of the Ghost Knight, our retributor strikes, and he strikes hard. And due to the Star Mace, which has rending, the Ghost Knight can't regenerate if he takes a wound, and he takes 2. Whoa! What a massive hit by Thorleon, who just demolished the Ghost Knight. Banished into oblivion, continuing his life of constant agony and torment. Almighty blow, brother. The Comet God guides my hand, brother. No fear, brothers, there are more. Now, this Liberator is moving towards this objective, towards the boy here, protecting him with his life, and this one is gonna protect this girl with his life, trying to save as many as they can. And they do. He saves the teen, so does he. But unfortunately, this soul is lost. The Ghostly Undead claim 1 soul. Yet the Eternal Wardens have rescued 3 lost teenagers. With that, we end this turn and going over to the next one, to which Our Lady Arlind will appear. Here she is, manifesting at the graveyard, turning her sight at the Eternal Wardens, rolling off to see who kicks off this turn, and it is the Eternal Wardens who begin. Our Eternal Lord has spotted and felt the unclean, the unholy, and he rushes towards the gates, where he comes face to face with the ancient Banshee, that is Lady Arlind. As she hovers and floats through the gates towards him, their eyes lock and they meet again.
Defilers, your soul shall belong to me.
I know you.
Darren, you made a mistake coming here.
What has happened to you?
I have become more powerful than ever before. You should not have come.
I shall free you from your torment, Lady Arlind.
That name is lost to me, Darren. Leave. I shall grant you this. Take it or forever roam among my specters.
I cannot.
Fool! Then die here.
What is this, brother? My death and my birth, the love I had felt ages ago. Then for her sake and yours, lay her to rest, brother. I shall. The Raging Banshee striking at Darren, 2 hits. Can he defend against it? He does defend 1, but he takes 1 wound, which means he is knocked down to 1 wound left. Darren is in trouble. Our Eternal Lord is knocked down to 1 wound. But he's now going to strike with all his might at Lady Arlind. He needs 5s to hit her, but oh man, he misses all his hits. Thorleon rushing to the aid of his lord once again.
Don't let this one reach Our Lady.
Out of my way, Spectre! He's gonna strike at the Ghost Horde. 1 hit. And they don't defend, so 1 ghost is banished. Thorleon is a force to be reckoned with in this battle. Now they're gonna strike back at him. No, but they miss. He's gonna strike back at them. But he misses as well, as he already fought, so needed 6s to hit. Now this Liberator is gonna rush across the shanty bridge. And these ghosts have spotted him and they're gonna float up towards him, charging with their rusted weapons, attacking him. 2 hits. That's not bad. Can he defend it? He defends one. No, only one. But he does take a wound. So he's knocked down to 1 wound. Now he's going to strike back at the Ghost Horde. 2 attacks. But he misses both. Cassandra now, moving forwards up the stairs, aiming her bolt crossbow at Lady Ireland. Shooting. Oh, missing again.
You wench! You think that pathetic little shot can harm me?
Poor Cassandra ending her activation. She really hasn't done anything yet this battle. Now these Ghost Hordes are gonna abandon the Liberator to attack Torleon, who is the bigger threat. They're trying to stop him from reaching the Lady Tree attacks, but they miss. He is surrounded by 3 ghosts. Now he's going to strike back at them. Oh no. Missing. But he gets assistance from his brother, the other Liberator, who attacks the Ghost Horde, and he does manage to score 1 hit. Can he defend against it? Oh, but they do! The Ghost Horde defends. What a battle is going on top of this bridge. The Ghost Horde striking back at the Liberator. Ooh, that's 1 hit. Can he defend against it? Yeah, he does. He's fine. This one also joining the battle up on the bridge. Attacking the ghosts. That's 1 hit. Oh, but they defend again. And with that we end this turn, going over to the next one. Rolling off our initiative, and it is the Ghost Horde this time, beginning with our Lady Adelind. She is going to aim her attack at the Eternal Lord.
I gave you the chance to leave. Now you shall join my army of the tormented Darren. I am so sorry this happened to you, but you shall never claim my soul, Banshee.
Lady Ireland striking with all her might, but ooh, only 1 hit. Can he defend against it? It will be enough if he doesn't defend, but he does. He defends against it. Whew. Knocking Lady Ireland back 1 inch. Now he's going to strike with all his might at the Lady Ireland. 5 attacks, armor piercing of 2. Ooh, that's not a bad hit. It could be enough. 3 hits. Rolling to defend. She does not defend it. Sorry for the lighting, by the way. My light bulb gave out. I have to change that. Alright, rolling to regenerate. Come on. No, she does not. Darren killed Lady Ireland, lifting the curse. She is destroyed. And with that, all the other ghosts are also destroyed. They are banished. The curse is lifted. They are at peace, finally. This place is no longer the corrupted, tainted, haunted place it used to be. The ghosts around Torleon also, they even tossed Torleon to the side. They are banished. Wow, what a strike by Darren. Amazing. May you finally be at peace, Lady Ireland. I will think warmly of the person you once were. Peace has finally fallen upon this cursed place. The Comet God has blessed us with this strength on this day. Here they stand victorious in the streets, exiting the once cursed and haunted city. The Eternal Wardens were victorious. The curse has been lifted. Over the coming time, the city was being rebuilt, and slowly life returned here. With a new ruler, a kind ruler, who has taken over this city, it is now renamed to Adelind's Hope. This on behest of Darren. For years he stands vigil, ever watchful of this city, and his duty will always be to keep this city free from the taint it possessed for centuries.
The Eternal Wardens have established a base here, one where Darren is the leader. Yet rumors of a threat to the northern swamplands are becoming more frequent, with caravans being raided and people being found butchered and murdered. But that is a tale for another time. Alright everyone, so I do hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you all very much for watching and sticking by me and supporting me. It really means a lot. And if you guys like this Age of Fantasy battle, I will do more in the future, as I also plan to do it as well. So yeah, all your support, it really means the world to me, guys. And a lot more to come, both on builds and battle reports. And I will probably also do crafting videos on fantasy terrain as well in the coming future, so if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. And stay tuned for more battle reports, crafting videos, and thank you all for watching, guys. Really, it means a lot. See you on the next one, guys. Alright, bye everyone, bye!